Hey, I'm Pete from PMG Auto Care and welcome to the channel. Today's details get a little twist because this time we're doing my car. This is my beautiful Maserati GranTurismo S. So why did I pick a GranTurismo? Well, I've been lucky in this job that I've got the experience and work on some absolutely beautiful cars over the years. Some of those cars just stick with you, and the GranTurismo is just one of those such cars. At its price point, it really is something else. It's got a 4.7 litre Ferrari drive V8 engine. It's putting out around 430 horsepower through the back wheels. It uses Ferrari's flappy paddle gearbox that was fitted to the F430. Well, it sounds absolutely awesome. Plus, it is properly beautiful to look at. This particular car has some of the MC Sportline carbon bits. So we've got the front splitters, we've got the rear spoiler. I actually have some carbon mirrors planned for the car, but I just love how this car looks from every single angle. Now, I bought this car sight unseen, which is always a bit of a risk, but all the service history checked out and the car appeared to be a well-presented car. Now, what I can say is I got a bit of a surprise once we got the car under the lights. It is very, very swirly, but hey, it's my car and I'm going to really enjoy the process of getting it where it needs to be. So part of the fun, or often the misery, of getting a new car as a detailer is getting to know the car's cosmetic condition. To that end, when I got the car, one of the first things I did was give it a really decent wash. And at that stage I discovered the car really was covered in all types of contamination. So some Anachem Automotive Purge dealt with the iron, some Terminator dealt with the huge amount of tar deposits, and then we actually used a pretty heavy clay to get rid of those nasty bonded contaminants throughout the rest of the car. Whenever I did this process, I had no intention of videoing the car. So the wash you're going to see is pretty much just a maintenance wash to get the car ready. You'll also note we're not washing the wheels at this stage because they're coming off to get coated, but let me just tell you, the car's pretty nasty under the lights. So now the car's been washed and prepped, and as you've seen, that was pretty straightforward. That's not all that we have to do before we start machining. You'll see in the walk around video, the PPF in this car is really tired. It's probably the manufacturer's original. It's went yellow, there's loads of dirt built up around the edges. So I'm just going to remove this and start afresh. The next thing is we have got some lovely gloss black badges for the rear and the little tridents on the quarter panel. So we need to get these badges off. It'll help with the machine process, and ideally this is something we would love to do with every car. If we could fit new badges, we could really improve the look of a car. But we'll get these off, we'll get the badges and all the glue taken care of, and then the car's finally ready to be machined. So that is the badges and PPF taken care of, and now we can get started into the machine polish in the car. As you can see, it's not in great shape. I'm taking that as a positive that the owners have washed the car frequently, but unfortunately they didn't know how to wash the car correctly, and it's picked up a lot of damage as a result. Now normally with these Maseratis I'd be starting in with a foam cutting pad and probably a medium aggression level polish, but unfortunately this car is in really poor shape. So to that end, I'm going to be using a Roops LHR21 with a 6-inch microfiber pad, and we're going to use Zibber's excellent heavy cut compound. Now this is going to be very aggressive and it is going to micro mar the finish, but we need to get as much as possible out now, and we'll deal with that in the refining stages.
Worn out places, worn out faces.
That is the heavy correction finally finished in the Maserati, and I'm not going to lie, it fought me every step of the way. Now, we got a good 90% correction rate on the car, and given the condition that we started with, I'm pretty happy with that, although the perfectionist in me and the perfectionist in every detailer always wants 100% defect removal, but it's not often possible. A car is only as good as the potential underneath it all. And unfortunately, there's some defects that are too deep, too unsafe, and just not worthwhile pushing out of it. So what we'll focus on now is bringing that clarity, that gloss, which is already pretty amazing up to this stage, but that's what's really going to make the difference under every lighting circumstance. While some defects will detract from the car under LED or halogen lighting and in very strong sunlight, the finish is what's going to look good all of the time, no matter what the lighting circumstance. So I'm really looking forward to this process that's just going to sharpen that finish up so much more. And when that's done, finally it's time to lay down some ceramic coat.
Always
Finally, it is finished. Years and years of improper washing and maintenance had really taken their toll on the paint, and this process really took toll on my patience as well. But we got there in the end. A good 90% correction, and there's a lovely clarity and crispness to the paint now, as well as a nice gloss, which is a challenge in itself in a white car. You'll notice that we didn't coat the wheels in the end. Upon closer inspection, there were a few little nicks and a few little blemishes in the finish that really need refurbished, so there is no point coating them at this stage, and I'll worry about that once I get that done. So for now, the only thing left to do is show you how it looks, and then more importantly, take it for a drive. What a transformation. I am really happy with how that turned out. I got quite a bit of a shock whenever I got the car right the way under all the lights, and then a bit more of a shock when I started machining it and seeing that the car wanted to fight me every step of the way. But the end result was totally worth it. The car looks so crisp and clean out in the natural light, and it looks great sitting under artificial light as well. So a result all round. I really like to think that you can see I don't put any special effort in and above and beyond with my own cars. I really do treat everyone's car like it's my own, and I love the challenge. I also love the variety of stuff that we get to work on here. The next video is the Audi TTS that you see behind us. That's getting paint correction and coatings throughout. It's already a great transformation. Now, I just want to say thanks again for watching. It means a lot. We've been getting comments from you guys and we welcome them, good and bad. We really want to improve this and make the viewers' experience so much better. If you can, please like the video and take the time to subscribe to the channel. It really makes a difference. So until the next time, catch you guys soon.